Top 10 Best Places to Retire in the Philippines. Don't overlook these hidden gems. Retiring is supposed to feel like a reward, not a financial juggling act where you're choosing between paying rent or buying fresh mangoes. But what if I told you there are places in the Philippines where you can live well, sleep peacefully, and actually enjoy your days, all without needing a millionaire's bank account? Now, before you pack your bags and hop on the next flight to Manila, here's the thing. Everyone talks about the same overhyped cities. But the real magic? It's tucked away in places most expats completely overlook. The kind of towns where your dollar stretches like yoga pants during the holidays, where the sunsets look photoshopped and the community actually remembers your name, not just your Wi-Fi password. In this video, we're revealing 10 surprisingly perfect retirement spots you probably haven't heard enough about, but absolutely should. They're safe, serene, affordable, and yes, they might just ruin your idea of ever living anywhere else. Welcome to Restful Wealth, your go-to channel for smart retirement choices that don't break the bank or your spirit. Hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's dive in. Your dream retirement might be hiding in spot number 7. Just saying. Number 10. Silong, the hidden gem next to Tagaytay. When people plan their great escape to the cool highlands of Cavite, they almost always shout, Tagaytay or bust. But what if I told you the real retirement magic is happening just down the road in its calmer, more affordable, less selfie-obsessed cousin, Silong? Silong is that quiet neighbor who doesn't throw karaoke parties at midnight, but somehow always has fresh herbs, a cleaner porch, and the best homemade coffee in town. It's cool in climate and cooler in vibe, sharing the same elevated air as Tagaytay, just without the weekend gridlock and overpriced bulalo. This town is a dream for anyone who's ready to slow things down and trade traffic horns for chirping birds. Think rolling hills, flower farms, and fresh markets where the vegetables actually look like they do in health magazines, vibrant, juicy, and probably grown down the road by someone named Nanay Mila. And if you think peaceful equals primitive, think again. Silong is strategically connected to expressways like CALEX and SLEX, meaning Metro Manila's malls, hospitals, and chaotic charm are only a short drive away, close enough for convenience, far enough to keep your blood pressure in check. Let's talk value. Compared to Tagaytay, property prices in Silong can be 20 to 30% lower, which means more room for that guest house, veggie garden, or, let's be honest, an outdoor karaoke setup you'll pretend isn't yours. But the real kicker? Silong is slowly transforming into a retirement and wellness haven. Gated communities, nature-inspired villages, and health retreats are sprouting up like mushrooms after rain, except these mushrooms come with spa packages and community yoga. In Silong, you get the best of both worlds. Tranquility without total isolation, charm without chaos, and modern convenience with a fresh countryside twist. So if you've been laser-focused on Tagaytay, just tilt your head slightly southeast. You might be overlooking the real gem hiding in plain sight. Number 9. Puerto Princesa. If your idea of retirement includes sipping coconut water while watching the sunset over a palm-fringed bay, without the noise of tricycles racing each other like it's the Grand Prix, then Puerto Princesa might just be your personal paradise. Tucked into the heart of Palawan, this laid-back coastal city is more than just a pretty face with a passport stamp. It's the proud home of the underground river, one of the new 7 wonders of nature, which, let's be honest, is way cooler than your neighbor's lawn gnome collection. But Puerto Princesa isn't all tourism and t-shirts. It's consistently ranked as one of the cleanest cities in the Philippines. And no, that's not just marketing fluff. We're talking actual anti-littering laws, a citywide composting program, and residents who take pride in their eco-conscious lifestyle. It's like Mother Nature and city planning had a well-behaved baby. Now, if you're looking to trade car horns for chirping birds, this is your zone. Puerto Princesa offers a lifestyle that's calm, coastal, and deeply connected to nature. Think jungle-fringed beaches, mangrove forests, and seafood so fresh it probably knew your name 5 minutes ago. And while it feels like a tranquil escape, you're not exactly off the grid. Decent infrastructure, internet access, and local markets keep you connected without dragging you back into the rat race you just retired from. Hospitals and clinics are available, and the local expat scene is growing, slowly but charmingly, like a plant you forgot to water, but somehow thrives anyway. Plus, let's not forget the location. You're just a jeepney ride or short van trip away from jaw-dropping destinations like El Nido and Port Barton. The kind of places that make your Facebook friends ask, "Wait, did you move to a postcard?" So if you're looking for a retirement that feels like a National Geographic special with Wi-Fi, Puerto Princesa might be your gateway. Not just to paradise, but to a quieter, greener, more meaningful life. Number 8. Bacolod, the city of smiles. If you're thinking of spending your golden years somewhere warm, friendly, and full of delicious grilled meat on sticks, Bacolod might just have you grinning like the locals. And trust me, these folks really know how to smile. Known as the City of Smiles, Bacolod isn't just putting on a happy face. The locals here are some of the kindest, most soft-spoken people you'll ever meet. Like if hospitality was an Olympic sport, Bacolod would be taking home gold. It's the kind of place where a stranger will give you directions and offer you merienda. Just smile back, and you've got a new best friend. Now let's talk cost of living, because your retirement budget deserves a break. Bacolod is one of the most affordable major cities in the Philippines. Rent? Lower. Food? Cheaper. Traffic? Practically non-existent compared to the chaos of Manila or Cebu. It's the kind of city where your pension can actually breathe a little, maybe even stretch its legs and order dessert. And speaking of food, Bacolod is a culinary heavyweight. If you haven't tried chicken inasal, you haven't lived. It's smoky, juicy, and marinated in some kind of magical sauce that probably contains unicorn tears and crushed dreams of lesser barbecues. Pair it with piaya, a sweet local flatbread filled with muscovado sugar, and congratulations, you're now officially one step closer to retiring like a king. Of course, Bacolod isn't just about food and friendly faces. It's home to the Mascara Festival, a colorful, music-filled explosion of joy and resilience that feels like Mardi Gras and a therapy session rolled into one. It's loud, proud, and completely unapologetic about having fun, just like retirement should be. Whether you're looking for affordability, flavor, or simply good people, Bacolod delivers with a smile, a genuine one. Not the kind that hides resentment. It's laid back, charming, and just modern enough to keep things comfortable without feeling like you've moved into a shopping mall. So go ahead, unpack your bags, fire up the grill, and smile back. Bacolod might just be the happiest retirement move you'll ever make. Number 7. Subic Bay, the cleanest and most organized place in the Philippines. If you've ever said, "I love the Philippines, but I wish it had more road signs, less chaos, and fewer chickens crossing the street unbothered," then Subic Bay just might be your version of utopia. Once a bustling U.S. naval base, Subic has since transformed into a well-organized freeport zone that feels suspiciously efficient. It's as if a retired admiral and a city planner had a baby, and that baby grew up to say, "No littering, no honking, and yes, your car will get towed." In short, this place has rules, and they work. Subic is the closest thing the Philippines has to a planned city. The streets are clean, the traffic is sane, and you won't see a tangle of electric wires looking like a spaghetti monster on every corner. In fact, you might catch yourself wondering, am I still in the Philippines? Yes, you are. Just in the part that didn't get the memo about chaos. It's also a haven for retirees who like a slice of home with their tropical views. Western-style houses, wide roads, duty-free shopping, yes, imported peanut butter and scotch at lower prices, and even some familiar food chains. If your idea of comfort involves air-conditioned supermarkets and a burger with pickles, Subic delivers. But don't be fooled into thinking it's all concrete and convenience. Subic is surrounded by lush forests, protected bays, and ecotourism spots. You've got monkeys in the trees, dolphins in the water, and retirees in flip-flops wondering if this is all a beautiful dream. Plus, it's a goldmine for eco-conscious living. Whether you want to kayak through mangroves, dive in marine sanctuaries, or just live somewhere that actually recycles. Oh, and did we mention safety? Subic has one of the lowest crime rates in the country, partly because it's self-regulated like a well-run gated community, and partly because people here are just too relaxed to cause trouble. So, if you're craving a retirement that's part tropical escape, part suburban order, Subic Bay might just check every box. Rules included. Number 6. Cagayan de Oro. If cities had dating profiles, Cagayan de Oro, or CDO as the cool kids call it, would swipe right on everyone. Nicknamed the City of Golden Friendship, this place doesn't just greet you, it embraces you like a long-lost cousin at a fiesta. You'll barely be off the plane before someone's offering you lechon and asking about your grandkids. But don't let the friendliness fool you. CDO isn't just about sweet smiles and strong handshakes. It's also got a wild side. Literally. This is the adventure capital of Mindanao, where retirees can trade golf clubs for paddles and go whitewater rafting down the Cagayan River. Not into getting soaked? Ziplining through the mountains is an option too. Just make sure your dentures are secured. Beyond the thrills, what really makes CDO a gem is its balance, the sweet spot between urban convenience and affordable living. It has a growing business district that's modern but not overwhelming, and you'll find malls, hospitals, and restaurants that cater to your every whim without draining your pension faster than you can say, early bird special. Let's talk money, because let's be honest, retirement is about comfort, not counting coins. In CDO, your money goes further than it would in Manila or Cebu. We're talking low real estate prices, affordable healthcare, and a cost of living that won't make your wallet cry. Housing is surprisingly reasonable, and the local food? Delicious and budget-friendly. You can enjoy a full meal for the price of a fancy coffee back home. And healthcare? CDO has reputable hospitals and medical centers, plus pharmacies on every corner, because nothing says retirement ready like easy access to blood pressure meds. So if you're after a retirement where you're welcomed like family, your budget breathes easy, and your weekends can be as chill or as thrilling as you like, Cagayan de Oro rolls out the golden carpet. Smiles included. Alright, if you've stuck with us this far, give yourself a virtual pat on the back. Or better yet, a mango shake and a foot rub. You clearly care about where you'll spend your well-earned golden years, and this next one is royally worth the wait. Number 5. Cebu City, also known as the Queen City of the South, because apparently, cities can have royal titles too. Cebu is where Spanish colonial charm meets digital nomad chic. One minute you're standing next to Magellan's Cross, pondering history. The next, you're sipping espresso in an IT park surrounded by co-working millennials who think dial-up internet is a bedtime story. It's old meets new, church bells meet Wi-Fi, and somehow it works beautifully. Let's talk accessibility. Cebu isn't just a city, it's a launchpad. With Mactan Cebu International Airport serving direct flights to Hong Kong, Singapore, and yes, even South Korea for that overdue K-drama tour, you can still feel like a jet-setter in retirement, minus the jet lag and cramped economy seats. And oh, the islands! Cebu is surrounded by 167 of them. Yes, someone counted. From snorkeling in Moalboal to lazy beach days in Malapascua, you're basically living inside a postcard with 100 ways to escape the city on weekends. But what really seals the deal? Top-tier healthcare. With facilities like Chonghua and Cebu Doctors Hospital, you'll find world-class medical care that won't require selling a kidney to afford. Which is good because you'll want to keep both. And did we mention the food? Lechon, anyone? It's so good, even Anthony Bourdain bowed in approval. You'll eat like royalty here, which feels fitting in the Queen City. So, if you're craving a retirement that's equal parts cultural, coastal, and cosmopolitan, Cebu City is calling, and it's not leaving a voicemail. If you've enjoyed the ride so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below which destination is climbing your retirement list. We're just getting to the best parts, and trust me, you'll want to see what's next. Number 4. Baguio. If you've ever dreamed of retiring somewhere that smells like Christmas, feels like autumn, and looks like a Hallmark postcard with a Filipino twist, welcome to Baguio. Perched 5,000 feet above sea level, Baguio is the unofficial air conditioning of the Philippines. While the rest of the country is melting like cheese on a jeepney roof, here in Baguio, you'll be reaching for your cardigan, or at least pretending it's cold enough to justify your collection of scarves from 1997. Locals and retirees love it for its year-round cool climate, the scent of pine trees, and the fact that you can finally drink hot coffee without sweating bullets. It's a slice of the Alps, if the Alps had UK shops and strawberry Tahoe. But Baguio isn't just about the weather, it's also a cultural hub. With places like the Benkab Museum, weekend art markets, and a cafe scene that rivals any hipster neighborhood in Brooklyn, this is the kind of place where your creativity might just resurface from its 30-year nap. Let's not forget the Panagbenga Festival, a month-long floral extravaganza where the streets come alive with floats, dancers, and blossoms. It's basically the Macy's parade, but with more roses and less frostbite. Retiring in Baguio is ideal if you're a writer, artist, deep thinker, or just someone who prefers pine-scented peace over city noise. It's tranquil without being boring, cultured without being snobbish, and beautiful without being boastful. So if you're craving serenity, sweater weather, and a steady supply of fresh strawberries, Baguio might just be your high-altitude happy place. Number 3. Iloilo City. If retiring in a city that feels like a romantic Spanish novel but runs like a clean, quiet tech park sounds like your kind of paradise, allow me to introduce you to Iloilo City, where heritage buildings wear their history like a pressed barong and the Wi-Fi actually works. They call Iloilo the heritage city that's moving forward, and trust me, it lives up to the hype. This city is like that graceful aunt who's classy, cultured, and somehow still rocks the latest iPhone. The elegant colonial architecture, from ancestral mansions to centuries-old churches, is beautifully balanced by modern developments like the Iloilo Business Park, which looks like Silicon Valley took a tropical vacation and decided to stay. But what really makes Iloilo stand out? It's not just the buildings, it's the people. Ilonggos are famously soft-spoken, kind, and welcoming. You won't get honked at for crossing the street too slowly. They'll probably smile and help you carry your groceries. It's the kind of place where you can accidentally become part of a neighbor's fiesta just by walking past the gate. And if you're the type who values peace, cleanliness, and scenic strolls, you'll fall in love with the Iloilo River Esplanade. This riverside walkway stretches for miles, lined with palm trees, gardens, and benches that practically beg you to slow down and savor your morning coffee, or chit-chat with your fellow retirees about where to get the best bok choy. Iloilo has also been voted one of the cleanest and most livable cities in the Philippines, which is no small feat in a country where traffic and noise often come standard. Here, you can actually hear birds and your own thoughts. So if you're dreaming of a retirement spot that's rich in culture, gentle in spirit, and progressive without being pretentious, Iloilo City might just be the best-kept secret your passport's been waiting for. Number 2. Tagaytay. The weekend getaway that feels like home. If you've ever said, I want to live somewhere that feels like a vacation forever, then Tagaytay is about to make your retirement dreams look like a well-seasoned bowl of bulalo, comforting, warm, and just the right amount of indulgent. Tagaytay isn't just a destination, it's a vibe. With cool breezes all year long, this mountain city laughs in the face of the tropical heat that melts flip-flops elsewhere in the country. And the views? Let's just say you get front-row seats to one of nature's most mind-bending geographical riddles. A lake with a volcano inside a lake, inside a bigger volcano. Yeah, it's as wild as it sounds, but don't let the scenic views fool you. Tagaytay isn't all misty mornings and Instagram moments. It's also a retirement haven with farm-to-table dining, a calm pace of life, and markets where your neighbor's aunt's cousin is probably selling organic kale for the price of a cup of gas station coffee back home. And foodies, rejoice. Whether you're munching on a steaming bowl of mahogany market bulalo or sipping freshly brewed Barako coffee with a view, your taste buds will never feel neglected here. Need to head into the big city for a doctor's appointment, airport run, or a craving for IKEA meatballs? Manila is just 1.5 to 2 hours away, close enough for convenience, far enough for sanity. Tagaytay is the kind of place where every day feels like Sunday morning, relaxed, refreshing, and filled with possibilities. Just don't blame us if your weekend getaway turns into a forever stay. And now we've reached the crown jewel of retirement gems. Number 1. Dumaguete. The name may sound like a pasta dish, but don't be fooled. This place is a full-course retirement experience served with a side of charm and affordability. Nicknamed the City of Gentle People, Dumaguete isn't just friendly. It's the kind of place where strangers greet you like cousins at a family reunion. Locals smile, wave, and actually seem glad you're there. Suspicious? Nope, just genuinely nice. Home to Silliman University, the oldest American-founded university in Asia, Dumaguete has this low-key, intellectual vibe. Think smart beach town, with just enough brain cells to keep things interesting, and enough hammocks to keep things relaxed. Forbes once named it a top retirement destination, and for good reason. You get low cost of living, excellent healthcare options, and a calm seaside lifestyle without the crowd-crushing tourism. You're not paying to live like royalty, you just kind of accidentally do. Let's talk sunsets. Rizal Boulevard is where the magic happens. Every evening, locals, students, and expats gather by the sea, sipping coffee or munching tempura like it's a communal ritual. You'll spot retirees chatting about world affairs, college kids playing guitar, and maybe a foreigner arguing passionately about meh. It's a vibe. Oh, and for those with a taste for underwater adventure, Apo Island is just a short boat ride away. Considered one of the top diving and snorkeling spots in the entire country. Because why just watch fish on YouTube when you can have a sea turtle photobomb your retirement selfie? So there you have it, Dumaguete, the soulful little university town where retirement feels like a second youth, minus the student loans and ramen noodles. This rounds up our top 10 best places to retire in the Philippines. Don't overlook these hidden gems. Thanks so much for watching. If you found your dream retirement spot, or just fell in love with a few, go ahead and like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which place made your retirement bucket list. Until next time, live simply, dream big, and don't forget the sunscreen.